All right, what's going on, guys? We are back with a Dokkan battle video, and today we're taking a look at the LR Metal Cooler with his EZA. I think this guy's gonna be very good. I'm very much excited to see how well this guy runs. He's another one of those highly anticipated EZAs that we've been kind of waiting for. So, I mean, we got a bunch of his details here. We're gonna run through maybe an event or two just to kind of get our first look, our first opinion on this guy, and then kind of just see how well he runs with the Metal Cooler team, right? Metal Cooler Army getting another buff is actually really crazy. So let's go ahead, let's jump in and let's see what our new shiny EZA'd LR Metal Cooler can do. Okay, Metal Cooler, Metal Cooler, Metal Cooler. Another Metal Cooler just to add to the slaughter that is already this team. So when we look at his like built up passive now, it's EZA, he's going to recover 50% HP at the start of turn. He's going to get key, he's going to get additional attack defense up by 250. 50% chance to crit and damage reduction, and then on the first turn he's got an additional 30% crit and damage reduction. So that first turn is going to be very, very defensive. Now, a little unfortunate we don't have an attack coming in here at the very front. That would be kind of like throw him up there and see how well this really plays. It's all right. I mean, we'll just kind of run like this and just see how he does anyway. Then as he kind of goes through, he's got an additional attack that has a great chance to become a super. So great chance being 70% chance to super. And he's got, when his HP is 80% or less, another 10% HP recover. So he's already getting that recovery 15% HP up here from his base passive. But then if his HP drops below that 80% threshold, he's going to start recovering more HP, which I think is really good, especially when you factor in, like, if you're running Cell Max on the team who needs to have that HP threshold above 80 to get his full, like, usefulness. This will definitely help out, right? When attacking for the first time and receiving an attack for the first time, he gets a boost here for his attack and his defense. With the more HP remaining, the more of a boost you're going to end up with. After receiving an attack, he's got a long passive, man. After receiving an attack, another 10% HP at the end of the turn, 4 key, and a permanent attack defense up by 100%. So you definitely want him to get hit. It's another reason why they threw in a lot of this damage reduction here at the beginning, is because they want you to make sure he gets hit. That way you get this recovery, this additional key, this boost right here. We're receiving an unarmed super. He's going to have a great chance to nullify it, and then he's going to guarantee nullify it after his revive is actually activated. Once you do his active skill, he gets 350% attack temporarily for that turn, or for that, like, when using the active. And then after the character's revive is activated, another 200% attack and 100% defense, permanent guard, and then another 15% damage reduction before attacking from the start of the next attacking turn, which is crazy. And then, like, his revive is so good. It's whenever he or an ally on the rotation is killed, as long as an ally's name includes Cooler in that turn, you're going to revive with full HP, which is going to be insane. And we've already got some cord issues here. That's beautiful to start the video. So we'll go ahead and we'll switch back over to the game and we will check this boy out a little bit more. So let's do, let's have the Metal Cooler Army up first. We'll go ahead and throw Metal Cooler there in slot 2. And then we've got Turles back there. Now, we do have the revive already ready, right? From turn 1, you've got that revive pretty much set and ready to go, just because we do have another cooler on the rotation, right? So because of the Metal Cooler Army, we've got that revive ready to go, just in case something were to happen here. Now, with this event, the beginning stages really aren't anything too crazy. Metal Cooler Army is basically going to be juicing up Metal Cooler a lot as we kind of go through, you know, with the additional stats he guys give to coolers, these stats you guys give to metal coolers specifically. We're going to see this guy get built up pretty quick. So nothing too crazy from his attack stats just yet, right? But he also hasn't been hit. He hasn't been hit. He hasn't gotten his revive off. So once we start getting that stuff going, he's going to look insanely more powerful, right? So we got to look at him here before he got a chance to, like, get hit and get that extra 100% attack and defense. Before his revive procs, he gets that extra 200% attack, 100% defense. So as the fight goes, he's going to get more and more powerful and more scary, more and more of a menace. All right, now with this turn, this is actually going to be perfect here. So we will be able to put Metal Cooler up front. Let's go ahead and let's use this active here, not necessarily for the HP revival, but just to get Metal Cooler Army his additional stats. And we can also pop Turles's domain. So we'll go ahead and do that too. That way we can get even more boost going here for our boys. Let's see. So the additional attack and defense is great. Let's go ahead, have Metal Cooler do his thing up front. Then we can let Metal Cooler Armor get the additional super attack there, and then Turles can get his full key. All right, so let's see. Right out of the gate, here we go. Super before we attack. Hey, he dodges. Okay, there's that too. There's a couple different ways. 63 million is pretty good to start off right here. Now this is the turn, right? Yes, we do have the Tree of Might domain up, but this is also after getting that first hit in on him, where he's getting the additional attack and defense. So he's already going to start looking stronger here. And if we can pull off getting his revive, he's just going to look looking more powerful, which is absolutely crazy to think about. The fact that this team is just getting more and more buffs from characters like this Metal Cooler, man. It's actually insane. I do want to see how well he does, you know, running in a couple different events, and maybe like also getting Cell Max on the team with Cell Max's domain going, because Cell Max's domain giving that 60% attack boost to movie bosses is actually like a wild stat as well, right? So yeah, so we'll keep going through this fight here. I want to see how far we can kind of push this with Metal Cooler and see how much like we could really see from him. All right, we just had a lot happen there with the Metal Cooler army getting their reinforcements going in there. So we're not going to be able to get super attacked, which means we're probably not going to be able to get the revive off here. And then I think the next turn we end up getting the other Metal Cooler army. So the revive may not happen in this fight. Like that's how powerful this team just truly is not only are we like trying to get a revive off for a character, like we just can't, because the team just doesn't want to die. The team doesn't want to get hurt. The team just survives almost everything. So it's actually really crazy to see that. And I'm throwing the Medical Army up front because I want them to get a couple attacks in. I want them to get hit a bunch, just in case there's any little leftover buffs that we haven't gotten yet for the other coolers, and for Metal Cooler specifically. Because again, like he's going to be getting like additional buffs from the Metal Cooler army. He's not just getting like the standard cooler buff. He's getting the cooler buff and the Metal Cooler buff. So he's getting like super juiced up, man. And look, dude, this team's just tearing through this Goku. They just tear through him. It's stupid. This team together is just, he was like the Missy. 72 million is crazy from this character right now. And that's not even fully built, dude. He's still not even fully built up. Well, you don't have his revive up. That's insane. And he's dodging. Okay. Dude. Yeah. Metal Cooler is crazy. He's like the final true piece to this team's puzzle, which was already so good. It was already so good. It had so many good options. But he just like, he makes it so much better and so much more complete, dude. I can't even like exaggerate how good he really is. It's incredible. And I want to see him run through a couple different events. That way we can really truly get a test to see how well he does. Because this one, I mean, he blew this event out of the water. Okay, so we're going to start off here with this event. We're going to throw Metal Cooler up front because I want him to take that hit first. I want to really take advantage of what he can do here with some of those buffs, right? So with that, after receiving an attack, getting the additional attack and defense right here, with him getting this right here for the first time, depending on his HP, I want to really see what this looks like. So let's keep him up front, and we will go ahead and do this for the tech Metal Cooler army, and then for Turles. And let's see this too, because I think this is also I think it's an unarmed super, but he didn't nullify it. So that's a little unfortunate because I did want to see him nullify a hit here and start off at 55 million after getting that hit. So he's got that 100% additional attack. Very nice. Now, hoping that the next one's a super. I want to see a nullification come in. No, nothing. Okay. Well, whatever, dude. Now that nullification of his is powerful, right? It is, but it is only a 70% chance to actually proc unless you've actually gotten his revive. So until you get his revive off, it's just a 70% chance, right? After the revive is guaranteed, but only on unarmed supers, which isn't a whole lot of in the game that I can really think of like hard fights right now. Like I know like this Goku can do it. I mean, the Tree of Might Goku, I don't think does an unarmed super, right? Obviously, we didn't have any unarmed supers in the last fight we did. You could see it in maybe Bio Broly as an unarmed super. And then I think like the UI Goku does, but I mean, like, you're not really running a lot of those events now. I mean, these are like the harder events here now, right? These guys, the Tree of Might Goku stage is actually pretty difficult as well. So that's really what you're looking for in terms of like testing out some of these characters. And honestly, like so far, I've seen nothing but really good things just from this team in general, man. They're just, their synergy is so good. And then just with the addition of like Cooler in here, Metal Cooler in here, it just makes it that much better. And it's just like insane. So we'll go ahead and we'll pop this domain. We'll get through this stage here. And then we will pop back in on the next rotation with Metal Cooler. And maybe we can finagle his revive here, because I do want to try to get that at some point here in the video. Okay, now this phase of the fight is actually pretty difficult because this Goku is going to be doing crits. So that's going to be the scary part for us here. But it's going to be okay if we do end up getting killed at any point during this rotation. It's fine because Metal Cooler does protect the entire rotation with his revive, right? So if we look at that again, when a character is KO'd or when an ally is KO'd, if there is a Cooler on the turn, he revives full HP, good to go, right? So if we die, whether it be by Metal Cooler's hands or whether it be by somebody else, we still revive, right? It does not have to be Cooler to actually be the one to die, which is what makes it that much better. How many times has this guy been hit? He's been hit once. He's dodged 3. Let's do, well, it's Metal Cooler Showcase, so I want to keep him up front. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and let's do that. We'll kind of juice up a little bit there with that STR Key Sphere from Metal Cooler Army. And here it is. Here's the super. Okay. Now let's see. How well can he take it? He dies. All right, good. Here he goes. Revive time.
Destiny will take all you can muster. Even then, I'll only be resurrected with more strength than before. But still, you'll never defeat me.
You'll never defeat me. Okay, now he's got to survive. Now he's got to get back to the next turn and hope that we don't die here. Yeah, that's going to be that might be the challenge. All right, let's go ahead. Let's jump to the next rotation. Hopefully, as long as we survive here. All right, so physical throws actually did get us killed in that last rotation. Of course, Goku saved the super for him, so he died. It really kind of stinks. But we jumped back in. We were able to see right there the nullification from Metal Cooler, which is a very cool animation. You know, getting his arm blown off and then basically just regrowing it and giving that little smirk of like, yeah, dude, you can't kill me. I'm not dying. A little unfortunate that Turles was the one to kind of do us in there, but we're going to keep going. We're going to get back to where we were. And again, try to see if we can finish this one off with Metal Cooler. If not, we've seen pretty much everything we need from him, except for just how hard he can hit post revive. That is the last thing we're really trying to see from him. So we'll keep going here until we can get that off. Until then, I'll see you guys when we get back. All right, so it took a lot of finagling. We finally got Cooler here post revive, dude. I ran through this event like so many times, sitting here for like over an hour, running the same event over and over again, and I could not get to a point where after revive, he got another turn because we had to like force his revive. By the time he came back again, the event was over. The team just slaughters. This team is just so stupidly overpowered. It's crazy, and this guy just makes it that much better. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and use his active. We're gonna see that. We're gonna put him in slot 1. We're gonna see if he can tank this crit super coming in post revive, and then if he can, see what his attack numbers look like. Whatever we do, this is where the video ends because holy crap, this team is just too good. You have to literally force them into a bad spot to try to get there. Like right now, like I had to do so much to get to this point. I had to do so much wrong to get to this point is the issue because the team is just too good.
I'll drain every bit of your life force. Splendid. I'll take as much as I please.
Yeah, I don't even think that stat does it justice, man. I think this guy could be so much more powerful if like we really got like the Metal Cooler armies to really boost themselves up and to boost up the Metal Cooler, because like he could be doing so much more. I do think he can, which is scary to say because he's already doing so much. Let's go ahead and let's do this. Let's grab these. Now, whatever happens here, the video ends. We are done pretty much right after this is over. I just kind of want to see if he can tank this. He dodges it. Okay. He dodges it. Again, okay. You can't really see him tank anything if he just dodges. So right here, we're only seeing 47 million. And again, that's a testament to the fact that like this dude, I mean, he hasn't been hit. He hasn't been hit. We haven't gotten build up from the other Metal Cooler armies. So this really isn't even like a true testament to like what he can really do. It just is like purely a true testament to what this team can do, because this team's just diabolical. This team's just absolutely diabolical, dude. Like it's insane how powerful this team truly is. And now you add in this Metal Cooler and it's just dumb. It's just absolutely dumb. $91 million. Okay, actually, we went ahead and jumped into the next turn. We were able to get there, get the Metal Coolers to do a little bit more boosting for, you know, this Metal Cooler. And honestly, man, I mean, a 91 million super coming off of a tank character is actually incredible. So, Metal Cooler, his EZA is actually rated up to be like probably the best EZA we've seen in a while. He's definitely a very strong character, and he definitely fills out this team very, very well. All right, guys, so that was our first look here at Metal Cooler and his EZA, and honestly, he's an incredible character. I think his EZA is phenomenal. His team just is too good. His team's so good. He fills it in very, very well. It's the fact that, like, I had to freaking finagle him to get to his point where he would attack post revive. And even then, like, it's so diabolically crazy how good his team is. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. This character, was he needed? Probably not. Not for the team, because they're already so good. But you know what? He's super fun, and he makes the team even better, which is incredible to say. So it only makes me scared to think about what's coming up for the bigger celebrations over in like GDC, you know, 12th anniversary, things like that, if this team is already running Dokkan right now. But that's going to do it for our video. So if you guys did stick around to the end, I do appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what you guys think of the EZA for the LR Metal Cooler. I think he's an incredible unit. I love him. I'm going to be running him a lot, testing him out a bunch of different events, and it's going to be just a diabolical time. I will say that. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See you.